with respect to corporate, I have to tell you, I'm not sure at what point in the process code enforcement tries to bring corporate into it. I can follow up with Elizabeth Brubaker and the code enforcement staff and report back to you on that if you'd like.
Since the proposed the resolution before us is to make a recommendation to the City Council, they may consider this sensible, or they may not. They may make adjustments to it, or they may not. Who knows? But it's interesting to hear the methodology that's offered. It is somewhat disconcerting that when you travel around the community, and it's obvious to all of us that there are really some poor so-called temporary or rather permanent banners and teardrop signs and window signs out there on the street that just don't enhance the aesthetics of the community nor promote the business, quite frankly, from my opinion. It would be the same as having a lighted sign at night that half of the lights were burnt out, or you didn't turn it on and wonder why your business wasn't doing very well. You know, the timer is broke or something, or you forget to throw the switch, or whatever the case may be. But if code enforcement is truly vigilant, like some communities have absolutely no problem with these kinds of issues. Thousand Oaks, for instance, Newbury Park, those little communities have some very serious code enforcement regulations, and towns look pretty good. Actually, places like Thousand Oaks, you rarely see or have an opportunity to even install temporary promotional signs. It's very extremely limited. So these proposed regulations are very positive for business owners that would be opening their business or transitioning into a new business or having a special sale. So, anyway, what would you folks like to do? Do you want to consider the adoption as recommended, or do you want to continue the matter to have further input?
We worked so hard. This looks real good. I'm ready to pass it on.
All right. I'll listen to a motion then.
I'll make the motion. Amendment to Title 17 of the Lancaster Municipal Code by modifying Section 17.04.240 and adding Sections 17.12.190 and 17.16.230.
Second that.
Excuse me, just for point of clarification, what you just read, Commissioner, is what the resolution number 15-07 is. So the motion then is to adopt resolution?
Let me reread the recommendation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the motion to adopt resolution number 15-07, recommending to the City Council approval of an ordinance amending Title 17 of the Lancaster Municipal Code by modifying Section 17.04.240 and adding Sections 17.12.190 relating to the regulation of temporary promotional signs.
Second that.
That includes 17.16-230 as well?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, any further discussion? Please vote.
I'd like to thank Commissioner Terracciano for taking that one on. It was a mouthful.
Can we let out a war whoop right now? All that work.
Thank you, Ms. Corbett. This has been a really challenging, fun exercise.
Motion passes 7-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's sensible. We all agree. All right. The next item on our agenda is new business. This is to consider public comments on a draft environmental impact report, conditional use permits number 14-10, general plan amendment number 1402-02, and zone change 14-02. So, we're ready to hear public comments. Ms. Swain will give us, well, I don't know how brief you're going to be, but we're hoping it's brief.
Chairman Boson, Planning Commissioners, the Lancaster Energy Center is a proposed 150-megawatt solar generating facility on 1,191 acres. The draft environmental impact report for the proposed project was released for public review on April 15th. The 45-day public review and comment period runs from April 15th to May 29th. During this time, agencies and interested individuals have the ability to submit comments on the adequacy of the draft DIR. Written comments can be submitted at any time during this period via email, fax, mail, or hand delivery. In order to give members of the public another opportunity to provide comments on the draft DIR, oral comments are being taken at this meeting and will be recorded verbatim by a court reporter. All comments received on the draft DIR, both written and oral, will be responded to in writing in the final EIR. The final EIR, with copies of all comments received and the responses to those comments, will be provided to the Planning Commissioner and all commenters prior to the hearing on the proposed project. No discussion on the proposed project or the draft DIR will be occurring at this meeting. The proposed project will come before you at a future Planning Commission date.
Thank you. So, do we have any speakers? Anyone wish to address us on this matter?
We received one speaker card from Brianna Harding with S-Power.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Hi, good evening. You'll have to excuse my coughing. Sorry about that. I basically am here just to make a positive statement about the solar industry in the Antelope Valley, not necessarily in regards to the environmental impact, although I have seen positive effects on the environment. I worked on the projects out in Rosemont and the incorporated areas, and I'm a lifetime resident of the Antelope Valley. I've seen firsthand how the industry has affected schools, local businesses, residents, food banks, blood banks. They've got all kinds of positive things going on. And for me personally, it's allowed me to take care of my children and raise them and give them a comfortable life. And I look forward to more of these projects. And I just wanted to share my support for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any other speakers?
No, Mr. Chairman.
All right, I'll poll the few folks that are here in the audience. Anyone wish to comment on this draft environmental impact report proposed? Anyone? All right. All right then, since there's no further comments, that portion of our new business is completed. Next item is director's announcements. However, he's not answering his phone. I was going to call him, tried to call him tonight. And he's at, ICSC, I believe, or something? So do we have any substitute comments from anyone?
We have no comments.
Really? Okay. Commission agenda, and just remind us that we have other items. We'll be considering 3 members of the commission are a subcommittee for consideration and review of various points of the alcohol beverage control ordinance, for lack of a better description. It's in a number of the sections of the Lancaster Municipal Code. Chairman Hall, or Vice Chairman Hall, is heading that effort up. So do you have any comments you'd like to give us?
We have our first meeting date was passed out today, and it was on 5/26, Tuesday afternoon, from 3 to 4 p.m.
3 to 4:30.
3 to 4:30. And you have all of us going to make that one? All right.
Very quickly, Commissioner, thank you very much for taking responsibility to do that. I kind of threw it on you with Ms. Cook here. Aside from that, Joy, Ray, as you always keep me on track here and making sure that I'm on top of things. I really appreciate it. I think without your assistance, I think I'll be a little lost. I'll still take care of business, but I appreciate you doing that, keeping me up to date, changing dates. It's a lot of work, and I appreciate it. Thanks.
I understand for that meeting, you guys are going to have refreshments too. Yeah. After,
All welcome.
yeah.
They have umbrellas?
No, no other members of the commission can attend, because then we would have a quorum, and then we would have to have an agendized meeting. So even though these refreshments are going to be mouth-watering and sumptuous, you can't come. Just you guys, right? All right. Anything further from the commission? Public business from the floor on non-agendized items. This portion of the agenda allows individuals the opportunity to address the commission on any subject regarding city business under state legislation. No action can be taken on non-agenda items. Individual speakers are offered 3 minutes. Do we have any non-agendized items? Speakers? Going to get one more chance. Okay. Thank you. So, well, we stand adjourned to our special meeting for agenda review, Monday, June 8th, 2015, here at City Hall in the Public Safety Conference Room. Thank you all for your efforts tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you, staff. And oh, by the way, since the meeting is adjourned, I would like to point out to you at the last city council meeting, there was some suggestion about some staff members not necessarily having to come to the city council meeting. That'll never happen here. Right? We can't function without you guys. Particularly Ms. Reyes, right? All right, thank you.